the things that he wants to remember.
To ensure Dave learns this new technique, Tony sets him a test that he hopes will provide Anne with a well-earned rest.
I'm going to give you a list of 20 items for shopping, and you are going to memorize and you are going to memorize the list. You are going to buy the items you need, and you are going to cook a wonderful meal for the family.
I had difficulty getting a sandwich.
Over the next few days, Dave spends his time memorizing the shopping list. On the menu is the family's favourite, roast beef with all the trimmings. Dave needs to transfer the list from his short-term to his long-term memory. To do this, he is encoding it by visually linking each ingredient to landmarks in the order that they will appear on his usual coastal walk.
The smokestacks just look like upended parsnips. Cooling towers look like big tins, and big tins of fruit for the trifle. I'm looking out to sea and see the ships in the harbour. Some of them coloured orange, some red, remind me of carrots.
This way of storing the information will make it easier for Dave to retrieve it from his long-term memory in the correct order he needs to. So the day of reckoning arrives, and Dave heads to the supermarket, armed only with his memory.
The thing I can see now from the end of the pier is the big old house. And that's the main thing I can see. And the main thing of the meal is the beef, isn't it? We're looking down the coast and we can see the blast furnace at Redcar. The blast furnace is a really hot oven, and you need a really hot oven to do Yorkshire puddings.
As Dave makes his imaginary walk along the coast, each item is ticked off the list.
I really think he's gone and done it.
What do you think of that? 20 items. Your dad's a memory genius.
Dave's shopping has been a big success. All he has to do now is to cook the lunch. And as every good cook knows, the most difficult thing about a roast is getting everything on the table at the same time. And that means cooking things in the right order. The Roman room method also allows him to do this, as he retraces his steps on the pre-planned route. Dave seems to be progressing well.
Hey, everybody all right?
But distractions mean he struggles to keep his mind on the job.
So I've had a memory empire on the headlands.
Right.
You can see the flare stacks, and you look at the flare stacks, and it reminded me of sort of like upturned parsnips, which should be in.
And as lunchtime approaches, the potatoes aren't the only thing at boiling point.
Look, I have time, Foxtrot.
You're about to stand and think, what else are we having?
Oh, so?
Yes.
Hurry up!
Where are you going now?
On the way!
Right, go on then.
Bloody hell!
3 hours and 19 ingredients later, he's almost done it. There's just one more thing.
Where's I put this beef?
Success.
There you go.
Cheers.
Our next test was first pioneered by J. Jacobs in 1887, and it's been used by memory experts ever since. It was designed to work out how much information we can hold in our short-term memory at any one time by getting people to remember number sequences of varying lengths. It's called the digit span test. To test his subjects, J. Jacobs gradually increased the length of the digit sequence. But we're going to jump straight to a 7-digit number, which you need to remember.
8, 6, 0, 2, 9, 1, 7.
Right, well, use your keypads to just put down the right number. And you can do the same thing with a pen or remote control at home. Choose your option from the list on the screen. Five seconds left. The correct answer was option 3, 8602917. If you got that right, you're doing rather well. You do all right?
Yeah, I got it right.
Struggled.
You had a bit of a problem?
Yep.
Oh, I struggled a bit.
Did you?
Yeah, I
Right.
just got the last two mixed up.
Got the
I
last
just
two
couldn't
mixed up.
remember.
Tests show that 7 digits are about the limit we can store. If it's so hard holding number sequences in your short-term memory, it's not surprising we struggle at the cash point days later. But help is at hand with 8 times world memory champion Dominic O'Brien. Welcome, Dominic. Nice to see you. Now, you're an expert at improving people's memory for numbers, so let's going to put you to a bit of a test.
Oh, right. Okay.
What I'm going to do is to give you a 20-digit number sequence, which I'd like you to repeat. You'll hear it now.
2, 0, 3, 4, 9, 7, 2, 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 4, 8, 9, 1, 9, 3, 0, 7.
What do you think?
Okay, I'll have a go. 2, 0, 3, 4, 9, 7, 2, 1. Is that correct?
Yep.
3, 5, 6, 7, 4, 8, 9, 1, 9, 3, 0, 7.
Well done. You impressed?
Yeah.
I think you did rather well, don't you? Yeah, and you know, some people struggle, just as we saw with 7-digit numbers.
Yeah, the trouble with numbers is they don't mean anything in isolation. So if you take the number, like a 9-digit number, 213964102, it sounds horrendous. But if you break it down into chunks, like 213964102, it's more palatable. That's all right for short-term memory, but if you want to transfer it to your long-term memory, I break it down into pairs of numbers, and I'd make up a story.
Okay.
So, for example, 21 are the first 2 digits. Imagine it's your 21st birthday, you've got a key to a door, but it's a key to a tower, a mysterious tower. And as you go up the steps, you notice there are 39 steps. That's from the film, 39 Steps. You also, what comes into your head is a tune, When I'm 64, the Beatles. Thinking about that? When you get to the top of the tower, you see Tony Blair from number 10.